Well, how do there, chums? 'Tis I, Captain of the Steves, and today, chums, for you guys out there in the viewerverse, I've got a No Man's Sky video. Yeah, I know, I haven't done one of these for frickin' ages, have I? And this one is going to be about speculation around the station override. Now, as you can see here, I've got quite a fair few station overrides. How did I get them? Well, I'll tell you how you can get them during this video, so stay tuned if you don't know how to get a station override in current No Man's Sky. Okay, so I'm inside of a pirate station right now, people. If you head on over to the giant sort of hauler and to the sort of opening where there's a little vendor inside of it. Hello there, chappie. I wish we could walk around our ships. I mean, there's obviously space. There we go. Sometimes the actual missions vendor here will offer you a station override as a reward. You get 2 rewards for each mission. Make sure you check both. But there's also forged passports here as well, isn't there? Which play into this a little into this video. So yeah, you can get given station overrides. They're a bit of a rarity. They are, I guess. Look at these water droplets. It does make you wonder if we're going to get water sort of effects coming into the verse within our rivers and so forth and so on. I'm going to grab myself a load of illegal contraband, and there's a reason why I'm doing that as well, people, inside of this video, people. Heck yeah. So yeah, just stay tuned. Heading over to this actual core at the back here, you can see it's all broken to fudgery. Heck yes it is. And looking at this actual panel, it still says Flight Path Initiator on it, which again plays part into all of this sort of speculation. So just hear me out. The only option you get here is request the voice of freedom. When you actually hit up the request of freedom anyway, it does say that you're going to get that promised star, but then it says glass, 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 glass. Again, all this is going to make sense soon. This is a build up to my speculation, people. So just take in all of this stuff. You can see here it's all sort of red across the board with error messages and all sorts of shenanigans going on there. Haven't done the translation of that pad to see if it differs to the one in a normal station. Right, now I'm in a normal area of space with that contraband. I'm getting scanned by the actual station. Okay, so the station, the system authority scan is coming, I believe, from the station. It's found my illegal ill-gotten goods, and you see that sort of servitor that's in the screen right now that's appeared on my freaking dashboard. It's telling me that it's found the illegal cargo that I've just got from the pirate system, and yeah, I'm going to refuse to comply. And you're going to see here the non-compliance, the action it's taking is to send Sentinel interceptors after me, people in the viewerverse. Yeah. Now, my standing at the moment is probably going to go down if I started shooting down those Sentinels or any sort of ships that intercept me in a roundabout way. Now, you can go inside of the station and use those forged passports to get your standing back up with different factions. So there's 2 options inside of a normal mode station, and one of those is to hand in forged passports to up your rating, and the other one is to use a station override, which is what this video is about, and this is where the speculation comes in. Now, that scan was initiated from, I believe, the normal space station, this one here, because it says here, Atlas Aeron Surveillance Uplink Functional. That's what it used to send the Sentinels after me. Aerons is a key word. That means Sentinels. It's derived. Sentinels are Aerons and Aerons are Sentinels. It's the same thing. Okay, so I'm just wondering whether the station override, people in the viewerverse, is just going to stop that from happening. So you can happily, as Larry, transport over all the contraband you want and shut down the Sentinel activity inside of that system. It might even shut them down on the planet's surface, people. So I'm just wondering whether the station override is just going to aid smuggling and smuggling runs. But also, you see that you've got this little hologram that I'm cycling through right now on my dashboard of all the different ships that spawn inside of this system that are circling around the station right now. What if that flight path initiator also allows you to choose a ship in a similar sort of thing? Maybe that little hologram can appear above this actual flight path initiator when you hit it up. You know, it beams out of that little blue thing that's spinning around right there, because it does say flight path landing overseer. Maybe you can choose the ship that you want to spawn in and the class of that ship, and it flies straight in to aid ship hunting, people in the viewerverse. That would be quite cool to be able to bring in the system's exotic ship, wouldn't it? Heck yes, no more waiting for that squiddy. Heck no. So, people in the viewerverse, that's my most boringest thing that I think the station override might do: shut down Sentinels and also let you choose what ship flies in. Now for something one step up. You know, this is ramping up that hype train a little bit, people. I'm putting in a little bit of that coal inside of the engine. Heck yes I am. So this is pinch of salt time, people. This is what I would like it to do. I want it to have something to do with station ownership. And once you've got station ownership inside of that system, depending on the race that it is, this one looks like it's a Viking system. So I've now aligned myself to the Viking system using my station override, and I'm going to get given gifts from this guy pretty much daily, depending on how well the station's doing and the operating and all that sort of stuffage. But I'd also like to be able to align myself to one of the actual guilds as well, so I can do more guildy type things. And when I say the guilds, I'm on about the guilds down at the bottom here on this screen that we've had for so long. But not only that, maybe get a few more Viking missions and stuff, but the Merchants Guild, the Mercenaries Guild, or the Explorers Guild, and choose which one I want to align it with, and maybe then the missions agents give you more aligned sort of missions to that, and maybe there could be rewards linked into that you pick up from that guild envoy next door every now and again after you've done so many of them. They could add in weekly missions, monthly missions, daily missions to get players coming in and doing something. So if you log in every day and it's successional, maybe you get big rewards, a bit like on mobile gaming, you know, on live services gaming. Anyway, and I'd like this to be my little HQ, the little captain's room or the station ownership room. And wouldn't it be cool if there was some sort of mechanical bridge that came out and you could call your freighter in and it would land there, so you could actually deck and board your freighter against the actual side of the station and board your freighter and go back and forth. Oh, that'd be cool to have your own sort of landing bay for your own sort of freighter to bring it in there, and you could just bridge it onto the station. So if you want your vendors, you can just walk straight into your station. There's no sort of flying in between. You can just walk across the mezzanine. That'd be freaking epic. So yeah, station ownership, I hope it brings all that lovely stuff in and maybe makes the station a bit modular so you can choose its design. So now, people, this is where I really ramp in the frickin' fuel into that frickin' engine inside of the hype train, people, because this one is just mind-blowingly strange, okay? So what if, I mean, it already says glass, 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 glass when you put in a counterfeit code, right? So what if it actually bridged reality and took the actual station into a separate reality, the realm of glass, the realm where all the Sentinels sort of dwell, people in the viewerverse, and we get 16 minutes to fly on out of the station, shoot down as many Sentinel ships as we can. Maybe there could be a Sentinel boss out there, people, like a giant Sentinel space kraken or something. You have to shoot all its legs off or something, all 8 of them, or how many this kraken has. Yeah, blow it to smithereens and take out a Sentinelized boss. That'd be freaking epic. I guess it would. Mind-blowing, in fact. I've done a video on Sentinel bosses. I put a video in the top right hand corner. But yeah, all this speculation, it is what it is, people, and I'm hoping that we get a load of loot from doing that with the Sentinels, bring back some Sentinel modules. But there we go, sound off in the comments, let us know what you think the station override might do. Until next time, goodbye, goodbye, and goodbye again. Well, thank you very much for watching. If you like what you see, please hit a like and a subscribe, and I'd like to say a massive great big thank you to all of my backers over on Patreon and over on YouTube membership. Thanking you, backers! And if you want to support this channel, just don't skip the adverts. That throws revenue down my avenue. Or yeah, just stay with Captain Steve that little bit longer and hit something on this screen. There's merch here now too.